Machina is an open source project that it tries to make robots more accessible to everyone, and it focuses especially on the real-time aspect, on the conversational aspect of controlling robots. So as opposed to the older school offline programming where you create something on your computer, then you create a file, and then you run it on the robot, Machina tries to keep that communication alive and make communication back and forth, all right? In order to make this as accessible as possible, Machina comes in many flavors, so there are many different implementations of Machina for most typical creative coding, designer environments right now, all right? And you can find all of them in the main GitHub repository of the project, which is called Robot X Machina, all right? So if you go to github.com/robot X, that's EX, Machina, you will find that the main project of the repository is machina.net. That's the C# library on top of which everything is built. But if you're not a power user, if you're not comfortable writing Windows applications, then it might be a little bit too far-fetched. So there are many other implementations, such as Machina for Grasshopper, Dynamo, processing, JavaScript, Python, you name it, all right? But one of the coolest ones, one of the most featureful one, is what's called the bridge. And the bridge gives us, the bridge, you can think of the bridge as like an interface, an UI that allows you to very simply, with very little effort, connect to the robot and then start streaming instructions right away. And it's going to be the core of what we're going to use in these tutorials to learn how to talk to the robot and how to get responses back. And then once we know that, we will be able to expand those possibilities to other platforms that use the bridge as a middleman to communicate with the robot. All right? So what we're going to do is we're going to come here to the bridge, and then we're going to download the main application from the repository. And my internet is really slow. Right now, the only way to download it is from the releases section, but hopefully at some point there will be like a nice website with like downloads and features or whatever. So here we can download the latest version, which as of this video is 8.4. And if we go here to the latest version, you can see that there's a zip file. This zip file contains the executable, so just like ready to download and execute, right? So I've already downloaded this in my system, so you can download it and zip it, and depending on which Windows you're using, it may, once you click on the Machina Bridge executable, it may complain that this is something that you downloaded from the internet, be careful what you trust, whatever. So it's up to you if you trust using this thing or not. I leave it to your own judgment, all right? But I have already installed it here somewhere, right? So I can click on the main file, it's called the Machina Bridge, and then this will pop up, which is like a very simple interface, which I will explain in the next video. But we are ready to now start connecting and talking to them.